Believe it or not, it's about 3 degrees right now and about 20-mile-per-hour winds. Snow flurries too. It's a little chilly out here. We're going for a walk. Wind chill's probably about -10 or so. So very short walk. The high today is about 5 degrees and the low tonight's about -12. But we're supposed to get back up into the teens tomorrow. So that's a good thing. And then 30s by the weekend. School was off today because of the cold. So that's how cold it is in Ohio. It's snowing again, y'all. 6 o'clock now. I don't know where all these cars are from though. We lived through our cold snap. It got down to -12. And now it's like 20 degrees. Look at the robins, y'all. It's January 20 something and there's robins out. We are bundled up today. It's about 29 degrees, but the wind chill is about 20. And I don't have my spikes yet. They're on order. So I decided instead of going somewhere else to hike, I'll just come somewhere that I'm familiar with on this little track here on Firefield. Nice outdoor walk today. I have my Eagles scarf on. Eagles play the Commanders in the NFC Championship game a little later on today. Excited about that. Eagles hat, Eagles jersey on underneath. We are ready to go. Today my plan is to talk about something that is really important regarding mental health and life in general. So stay tuned. Look at this. You ever look out at an open field of snow and be like, wow, that is so beautiful. It really is. I love the snow because of how beautiful it is. It's just not a pain to drive in it sometimes, but wow, the open landscapes and the beauty of nature that winter brings us is amazing. I could keep going on the paved path, but there's more people on there. And I don't like recording as much when there's more people. So I'm going to venture onto the snowy woodland path that we're about to go on. I've been on this path many times before, but I don't think it'll be too slippery since it's not a hilly path and it's much more peaceful. Nod your heads if you agree with this one, but I find that when we're angry, we tend to look for a lot more reasons to be angry and stay angry. When we're afraid, we look for more reasons to, I just heard a bird. We look for more reasons to be afraid or stay afraid. We feed whatever emotion that we are feeling in any given moment. So in the same way, if we're feeling joyful or giddy or happy or whatever positive emotion you're feeling, you're also going to want to look for more reasons to stay joyful or happy or giddy or what have you. So my message right now at the beginning of this video is that it is super important. When you realize that you're feeling angry or afraid, you've got to check that right where it's at and leave it right there. Because otherwise, you get more angry, you get more afraid, and that's not good for anybody. Instead of feeding our negative emotions, we need to spend more of our time and energy redirecting ourselves to positive emotions. What brings you joy? What makes you feel happy? For me, it's thinking about hiking. It's going out in the woods and walking, like right now. Or if I can't do that, it's watching a video of somebody hiking. Even I've found that, like when somebody's commented in an old video of mine, and I go back and watch that video to see what the comment meant, I feel joy just reliving my own thru hiking adventure. So that can go for you guys too. If you are missing the daily vlogs, go back and watch the whole thing again. You know, it's as fun this year going back and reminiscing as it was last year. And I could see, oh, when did I meet Frizzle? When did I meet Bugs and everybody along the way? Not knowing that the first time I mentioned them, I'm like, oh, by the way, I ran across this person. I ran across Jalen, and then she later became Frizzle. And little did I know how much of the trail we would hike together. So just going back and enjoying some of those moments is finding joy in my life and pushing that joy into my head when I have plenty of other reasons that I give myself to feel upset or angry or sad. Like I could be angry, I could direct anger at students for misbehaving, but that's not healthy. I could direct sadness at my ability or my inability that I tell myself I'm unable to do to be an effective teacher, which I do think I'm getting better at, just by recognizing these things and by experience along the way. Like I think year 2 will be a lot better than year 1. Thanks to some of your guys' comments too to help as well. But the point is that I could live into those emotions and just be sad or be angry about how the life is going or how draining it can be sometimes. Or I can choose to feed the positive emotions by thinking about hiking, getting outdoors, staying active. Or when I don't have enough time to really do a walk like that, I could watch a 20-minute video of mine or someone else's and just get right back into that feeling of awe and wonder and rejoicing at the beauty of everything nature presents us. So what I'm talking about is a very important initial action that we must take in order to not feel depressed or not give into negative emotions. Nobody wants negative emotions. We want positive emotions. Remember that I've heard this said many places before. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. So it's whatever you do after that initial moment that really matters. Whatever you create, and you can create beauty out of moments that don't go the way you want. Sometimes negative things happen, but they open the door for something amazing to happen at the end of it all. What's an example, you ask? Well, I'm really getting into this. The negative happened of me losing the job as a pastor, but the positive happened as a result of that, of me getting to thru hike and me getting to meet all of you guys because I don't have that job anymore. Just think, I would never have met any of you in person or virtually via the internet if I had not lost that job as a pastor, because I would not have gotten back into my old YouTube channel that I revived. I wouldn't have gotten into any of it. And now I have so many reasons to be joyful because I've accomplished this amazing goal and I'm dreaming of accomplishing more. And you know, I do miss the stability of the house that I lived in. And I do go back and miss the people that I met there and some of the things we were doing for the church community and the community as a whole out there. But you know, everything, there's a season. And because that happened, I was able to do so much more and meet so many other people that I honestly would never have met. I wouldn't have met, ooh, that was slick. I wouldn't have met so many fellow YouTube vloggers as well if I had never gotten into the AT community this past year and a half or so. I remember some of you guys telling me how you didn't know how I was able to stay positive all the time, and that's part of the reason why you watched me. And rewatching some of the videos, old videos, I'm like, wow, I really was pretty positive, wasn't I? I want to continue that. But that's what we have to do. We can spend time on the negative, or we can stop the negative and just spend time on the positive. Next question, going down a little tiny one, little tiny hill with the packed down snow. But self-criticism. Part of the reason that I might feel sad or upset is because of self-criticism. Because I think that I should be doing a better job doing whatever I'm doing, and that I realize that there's other people doing a better job than me, but I don't give myself credit for being a first timer. Like, I look at what other people are doing and compare myself to how good of a job others are doing, but I don't tell myself that, well, they've been doing it for 10 years or they've been doing it for 15 years. I'm new to this, so I've got to learn from them and be okay with my mistakes because they were at there once as well. I just came to this bridge. Look at that ice. It's winter. It's beautiful. Like, the winter scenes are absolutely beautiful out here. I love it. I mean, it'd be hard to get a water source out here, but like if it was backcountry, because it's so frozen, but just coming out here for a little day hike, it's beautiful. Love it. Don't you love the winter landscapes? Like, I do. Who here lives down in the deep south and just got 8 inches of snow this week? Like, I'm so happy for some of them who are able to like really enjoy it and not go out anywhere and just enjoy the snow that they hardly ever see, especially for the kids. Like, we really need to see life in the eyes of kids some more and just enjoy it like a kid does, seeing snow for the first time in New Orleans or something like that. Yeah, but self-criticism really is a tyrant. Like, would you punish yourself? Or, yeah, you would punish yourself, because I punish myself mentally. But would you punish somebody else for making the same mistake that you did with their experience level? Like, probably not. You'd probably have grace on them because you'd want that grace for yourself. But then you don't give that grace to yourself. Or would you judge somebody else's character because of a simple mistake that they made? No, because it's just a simple mistake. Like, you judge somebody's character based on their long-term commitments or long-term actions, not a simple mistake. Well then, why do you judge your own character for the same type of mistake? I'm preaching to myself as well for this very same question. Got a little bit of a hill here. It is slick under the packed down snow a little bit. I'm glad that I'll be having the micro spikes on my feet, my trail runners or whatever we bring, for the winter hike that I have not announced, but which is coming up very, very soon. It will remain a surprise for you all. Keep on following along, but I do have spikes on order, and I'm glad I do. So my message here, 12 o'clock tip if you will, is to not be more critical of yourself than you would be for others making the same mistake. Look at these pines, like the way they stand tall, and the birds. So constructive criticism can be a very good thing, and I very much appreciate constructive criticism. But destructive criticism and self-criticism can sometimes be very destructive. There is enough criticism or negative energy things going around the world today that we don't need to feed into that negative emotion sphere or whatever it is. Like, be the positive light in the world. The world needs more positivity. The world needs more positive light right now. So you can be that light. Don't bring more negative upon yourself or another human being, because honestly, who deserves that? Yes, hold yourself accountable for your mistakes. Hold others accountable for their mistakes. But don't judge your character or somebody else's character for a simple mistake unless it becomes a habitual pattern of some sort. It's just not fair to you, it's not fair to others, and it's not fair to the world. Because like I said, the world needs more positivity in this world. Like, I think that so many people are going through this mental health crisis and getting depressed. The suicide rate's higher than ever, and people just are not living happy. This life is supposed to be enjoyed. It's supposed to be enjoyed. And how do we do that if we're just all living sad little lives, disappointed in whatever we haven't done or not able to do or not live up to our expectations for ourselves or for others? I hope that made some sense today. I just wanted to share that message with you all today. I'm feeling really happy with the way things are going now, and with myself and with others in this particular moment. I know you watched last week's video and there were some good moments where I was doing some outdoor adventure, and then there were some moments where I was like, I am really upset with the way things have gone. But today I'm just reminding myself, as I'm reminding you, to be more positive and share that positivity. Make the world a better place, because my slogan in life is the world a better place because I have lived. I hope it can be. I hope it will be. And I hope that you can partake in that too. Going down another little hill. You've got to be careful on these hills because it is a little bit slick. I accidentally pressed the stop video button when I made contact with the ground, but I just slipped. I think I'll leave that in there. Oh, I just almost slipped again. Let's get down this, whoa. Let's get down this hill, there. We're down. We are back to the field. Oh, it's lovely. Some winter fun, y'all. Come out here and enjoy winter with us. We're Stick the Eagle. Have you ever hiked up a mountain in the winter and then found that it's actually easier to slide down it on the way down? And it's actually sort of fun too. I am wearing double pants right now with a hard outer shell pants as well as a nice coat. So that is nice. And it's good to be prepared with those extra layers. Like I'm literally wearing 2 pairs of pants right now in order to make sure I'm warm for the winter outdoors. So come out here and enjoy the winter, but make sure you're prepared too. Where am I going? Yeah, the path is up there. I was just thinking as I was walking a little bit more, how in Connecticut, just before Salisbury, Frizzle fell down a hill. Well, not down a hill, but slipped on a hill. And I told her, you've got to be careful on that hill, especially with all those loose rocks. And then I kept filming, and like 3 seconds later, I fell in the same spot, and I caught Frizzle just like laughing and saying like, you fell in the same spot. It's like, these lovely trail memories. This is why I'm going to enjoy rewatching my trail videos for a long time coming. And if you miss them, go back and do the same. They're just as fun as they were when I first recorded them. It's probably like 3 or 4 inches of snow here on the ground. The Christmas decorations are still up a little bit. We're back to the paved area. I actually cut myself a little bit when I fell there. Still got the one step at a time bracelet from Woody Gap saying, I believe in you. You will complete the Appalachian Trail. And that was all the way back in Georgia. Remember how I said that Georgia is one of the hardest mental states, not the hardest state, but a harder mental state, because you have to convince yourself you can actually complete the thru hike. And that's where all the people on the Trail Magic kind of help you to convince yourself of when you guys are just starting out. Well, you all, I've got my Eagles hat back on. The Eagles game starts in 15 minutes, so go Eagles. We'll be doing that. No nickels to give you live sports update like you did in the Grayson Highlands, but anyway, let's go enjoy the game. Whether you are sitting out in the Appalachian Trail this year from the couch or from the woods, or whether you're sitting out on your local trails at home or you're just living life, remember that whatever you do, life is a journey, the trail is a journey, and don't rush it. Don't rush your experience. Just always remember to embrace the journey and happy trails. Honestly, I went on this walk today because someone reminded me that I wanted to do it. And holding yourself accountable to you saying, I'm gonna go out and walk today, that means the world. Because that is a difference between being down about your day and going out on a walk and getting active and being positive about your day. Recording this video and just saying the things that are on my mind made it super exciting for me and made it a positive day that could have been a negative day. Now we've got to cap this positive day with an Eagles win so that it doesn't turn more negative. Anyway, I am super psyched about the future and what could possibly come, because I've given myself a lot of reasons to be down on myself regarding job failures, relationship failures, and just trying to learn over the course of the thru hike how to be okay with just being myself and living independently and being okay with being by myself. And I've learned to do that. I've learned to be okay with being single and being out here just trying to enjoy whatever I can of life. That makes a big difference. Being okay with yourself and what you've done and who you are and what you don't have. And then I think that shapes your life up more for success down the line once you're okay with what you don't have. Like, you gotta be okay with not having a secure job sometimes. You've gotta be okay with not being in a relationship. And once you get okay with that, and it doesn't really matter anymore, and your mind's not bogged down on that, it helps you become who you're truly meant to be. Focus on what you're truly should be focusing on, the positive things of life. And that allows something really special to potentially happen.